for everybody.
Sure. So in next few seconds, you'll start seeing my screen. Once again, as I'm starting to share my screen, once again, a warm welcome to all the participants who are joining us here today. Just give me a second.
E-commerce has a huge export potential. Unfortunately, we are little late in the day to enter into this field, but the good news is that all-out initiatives are being taken by various stakeholders to make the entire process of e-commerce seamless. We are constantly in dialogue with all the agencies, including bank, customs, logistics service provider, so that the optimum utilization of the e-commerce facility can be availed. And with this same objective in view, for FIEO, along with the GlobalLinker, has launched the Indian Business Portal, which will provide great access to those who are showcasing their product. The idea is to attract global customer on the portal so that they can look into the Indian product, understand the quality and the diversity which India is providing to this entire gamut of products and services, and accordingly they can place the order. We are committed to add new features in the portal as we move along. All that I can say is that this is a portal where small businesses, artisans, craftsmen, women entrepreneurs are going to get a lot of business. We would like that those who are getting access in this business over a period of time, they join the conventional mode of export, as we are moving towards a $1 trillion of merchandise exports and $1 trillion of services export by 2030. So as a Director General of FIEO and as one of the leading institutions who is making the entire process of export seamless, I will urge all my exporter to join the portal to make it successful, and let us make it a national endeavor to increase our exports through this mode.
So that was a message by Dr. Ajay Sai, DG FIEO. Over
Absolutely.
to Malvika.
Right. So before we get started, I'll just introduce the member from FIEO today, Mr. Prateek Navale. He is the Assistant Director at Federation of Indian Export Organizations, which is the apex body of Indian export promotions. Mr. Navale has shaped his career by working with various major components of exports. He has the expertise and knowledge in tariff, non-tariff measures, regulations, standards. So he basically is the expert in exports. So over to you, Mr. Prateek, in telling our members today about the Indian Business Portal, a brief about why they should be a part of it, how they can benefit from it. Prateek, you're on mute.
Yes. Thank you, Malvika, for nice introduction. I would like to welcome all the participants today who have joined us to know about the Indian Business Portal and wanted to explore the possibilities about the exports from India. So basically, I would like to explain that the FIEO, Federation of Indian Export Organization, is an apex body of all export promotion councils. And we are committed to deliver the best services in terms of facilitating the exports and promotion of the exports. So most of you also aware about that FIEO is involved into organizing the exhibitions, issuing the certificate of origin, then take up the exporters importers issues with the concerned government departments. And FIEO is basically having two portals. One is the Indian Business Portal and Indian Trade Portal. So first of all, we need to understand the Indian Trade Portal is basically for the information purpose, that if you wanted to start an export, how you can start your export, and what is the basically having the let's say what is the tariff, what is the export benefits, what is the export policy for your product. So that information is there. However, we understand during last 3-4 years that there is a lot of requirements coming from foreign buyers who wanted to connect with the Indian sellers. But when they wanted to connect with Indian sellers, we keep giving them the list of exporters who are registered with us. But while giving the list, they are not satisfied with the information because there is only the name of company, name of directors, phone numbers, and maybe a website link. So they are not at all interested to go each and everybody's website and see their information. So the requirements come from the foreign buyer side that they wanted to have a very crisp information of the suppliers, of the exporters from India. So at one click, they will able to choose their suppliers as per their requirement. So FIEO, in collaboration with GlobalLinker, has created the platform to Malvika. Can you give me the access to share my?
Sure, Adnan.
I have that access. Yeah.
Prateek, you have the
Yes.
access. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. So to begin with the Indian business portal, first, the objective of this portal is to enable online presence for every exporter. So we have seen that many people wanted to enter into export, but they don't have their website. Our objective, the point is that if you don't have a website or if you don't have any visibility on internet, then how the foreign buyer will reach to you, how foreign buyer will contact you for business. So we started giving the free digital visibility, that is an online e-commerce store, to everyone, irrespective of you are an exporter or if you are a FIEO member or non-members also. We have started giving the visibility to each and every businesses, SMEs. Then the second objective comes is that the make exportable products and services which can be discoverable online by users across the globe. So now we need to understand that when we are creating a website, so maybe we are coming with that, we are putting our product details, we are putting our about us story, we are putting n number of details, but there might be a possibility that foreign buyer is required very crisp information, common information from each exporter. So we have developed one platform where all these e-commerce store or all website are interconnected, and at one go the foreign buyer can see all this information. And our third objective is that help exporter to grow business with e-commerce capability. So we keep organizing the export related sessions, we keep organizing the training session. The GlobalLinker, they are expert in terms of e-commerce selling. So we keep organizing the session to make a capacity building for our members. So the key features, what is the feature of this Indian business portal? Is basically it is an international trade hub for Indian exporters and foreign buyers. So you need to understand the difference. This is basically for only Indian exporters and foreign buyers. So the objective is that both of them, whether it is an Indian exporter, they will play their role that by creating their e-commerce store and integrating their store with Indian business portal. And foreign buyer will come on Indian business portal. They will verify themselves. They will put their information, and then only they will be able to contact the Indian suppliers. So a B2B digital marketplace by FIEO set up to empower SMEs exporters to identify the new markets for their product and grow their sales with the new buyers. So we have a two objective of this portal, two components. One, where you are looking for the B2B business. So you can get the visibility, global visibility about your product. You can showcase your product, or you can go into the e-commerce business by selling your product domestically and internationally. So this is the portal where we have a diverse product mix like consumer and lifestyle product, industrial product, business services, and R&D related products, and GI products also. So GI is basically geographical indication product, which is originated and recognized by the registry of GI government of India. So if I'm taking an example, like we have an Alfonso mango or Banarasi sari, or let's say we have a Varanasi toys. So these are all the products having a GI recognition, and we are emphasizing on promoting those GI products on our platform. Then there is a buyer registration process for agent and foreign buyers to request and schedule the meeting. Now, once you create the store, it is very much important that we should also give something to the foreign buyer. So after the registrations on portal, the foreign buyer can directly schedule the meeting with you. They can see your timetable and they can schedule the meeting with you. They can block your calendars through that platform. Now, let's see basically what we have for sellers and what we have for buyers. So first, as an Indian seller, you will get an e-commerce website for export business via linker.co. So that means when you go to the Indian business portal, you will be redirected to FIEO GlobalLinker, where you can get the two options. Once you can go for a networking with the other businesses, like we have created the business like India Japan business group, India ASEAN business group. So similar like LinkedIn, you can create your business profile and you can connect with the other participants, as well as you can create your own e-store. Then there is an option to sell product and accept the inquiry. This is not limited to only B2B, or this is not limited to only B2C. So you can also option to sell, you can sell your product online, or you can only accept the queries if you are interested into B2B business. Then you can showcase product and services on the platform. There is no limitation in terms of listing your product or showcasing your product, and number of product you can list, and you will get the technical supports from the FIEO and GlobalLinker team. However, what is there in foreign buyers, and why foreign buyer will come to the Indian business portal? So the point is that they will get all the verified Indian supplier in one place. So we have created a standard procedure that when you are registering, when you are creating your e-store, there are some certain verification, like you have to verify your import export code, or you have to provide some certain documents which prove that you are a credible supplier. So that procedure is already in place, and at one click or at one source, the foreign buyer will get the Indian suppliers. Now, this is a very special facility which we have created. That is that the foreign buyers, they can select the exporters by category, or the exporters or suppliers name, or by ITC HSN code also. So Mr. Adnan will tell you that while creating the store, if you are not aware about your HS code, it will auto suggest you that what will be your best HS code. So the foreign buyer will also get the information as per HS code also, which is the standard practices in international business. Then there are more than 4,500 categories are there, and foreign buyer can interact directly with suppliers. So maybe if they don't want to come to the Indian business portal, they can directly connect to you and directly ask for some quantity or ask for some quotations from you. And foreign buyer, we are also giving the constant support to the FIEO, to the buyers. So now at the last, we need to understand, we need to tell you the three important feature which you need to also consider. That it's a global visibility platform. So be ready that when you are coming, that FIEO will promote the marketplace worldwide to help the Indian exporter, SMEs, artisans to promote their product and services globally. So the point which I wanted to make it here, that FIEO is organizing the international exhibitions. So we are constantly promoting Indian business portal in a various sessions. So they will get the awareness about the Indian business portal. We are also planning to go with the buyer sellers meeting, virtual meetings also, which we wanted to also which are in basically a pipeline of that. And again, if you are dealing into the GI products, so we are giving the special assistance to GI stores, that in terms of onboarding, like GI is basically mostly related into the farmers and artisans. So if you have a n number of many products, or you have the GI products, and if you have a certificate which says that you are the authorized seller or authorized user of that GI product, then definitely we will give you the special assistance to connect you on in terms of onboarding your products on our particular platform. So I think I have covered, but now the best part will play by the Adnan, who will actually tell you that how to create your stores quickly and how it will get integrated with the Indian business portal. Over to you, Malvika.
Thank you, Prateek, for a very good and the right explanation for what Indian Business Portal stands for and how it will benefit our members today. We see that a couple of members have already joined the portal. Some members are saying that they've created an account but not yet a part of Indian Business Portal. So I think we'll move on to the next segment now, where my colleague Adnan, who is an in-house and seasoned expert in helping thousands of exporters as well as domestic businesses create their online catalog, whether it's a B2B, B2C, industrial, no matter which industry you deal in or whichever category, he helps create the online store. Once this is created, you will be able to link to the Indian Business Portal. So over to you, Adnan. The way we'll do this is for the next 20 to 25 minutes, he will show you a glimpse of how you can create your store. And then we'll leave a lot of room and space for a detailed Q&A round. So please feel free to add in all your questions while he is explaining as well. And don't wait till the end because we really want to solve all your queries. Over to you.
Hi. Thanks, Malvika. And hi, everyone. I can see a lot of members have joined in off late. So warm welcome to everyone as well. My name is Adnan. I'm Director SME E-commerce Growth at GlobalLinker. And today I'm going to explain to you how can you showcase your products or services on Indian Business Portal. So firstly, before I start sharing my screen and taking you through the process, hopefully everyone can hear me loud and clear. I can see on my device it is all working fine. The first thing that I would want to clarify to everyone, a lot of people, when we talk about e-commerce and especially e-commerce website, they get a feeling that it is not for us. We are into B2B space, we are into exports, and e-commerce is for retail, like you buy one or two quantities in like a customer, right? We all do that. But very, very interesting finding. And in fact, yesterday only I did a webinar that's where I also shared these findings. So these are the findings by the leading research agency, and post the pandemic, they wanted to evaluate what has been the impact, and what they found was almost 50% of international buying is now happening digitally. So that is one significant change which is clearly evident, and it has already happened after the pandemic. It was already there prior to pandemic, but pandemic, as we all know, has kind of acted like a catalyst, and it has grown exponentially. The second change, and which is like very, very scary, that is by 2025, which is, by the way, not very far, 75 to 80% of international buyers will be millennials. And you know millennials, they are digital-centric individuals. So if you're not digital, you don't even exist for them. So that's a change that's going to happen. And those digital-centric millennials don't only prefer a digital experience or a digital discovery, they also want a seller-free or a self-service environment where they can not only find you, but can also review your products and services, evaluate them, and then finally decide to order or you send you an inquiry. So that's why it is critical for all of us to digitize ourselves. Now, I'll quickly start sharing my screen, and I'll quickly take you through the process. How can you join Indian Business Portal? I hope everyone can see my screen. This is Indian Business Portal. How can you access it? Very simple.
Adnan, sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you. I have seen in the chat box that few people having confusion about what is basically a FIEO GlobalLinker and what is an Indian Business Portal. So
Sure.
if you can also take them through that two platforms quickly.
Absolutely. So this is Indian Business Portal, and we'll come back to it in a couple of minutes. But let me just quickly switch my screen and let me take you to, and this is, by the way, a demonstration account, not a real account, but this is on FIEO GlobalLinker. Now, FIEO GlobalLinker and Indian Business Portal, which we were seeing earlier, what is the difference? So FIEO GlobalLinker is a business networking platform. This is where you're creating your profile. So for example, here you can see on the screen, we have the Star Exports, and this is their profile. So they can find other buyers and suppliers on the platform. They can use the networking feature, which is here. So they can click on networking and they can go to the networking page. And from there, they'll be able to find new buyers and suppliers for their business. My connection is a little slow today. Yeah, it got load up, but let it get refreshed so they can find new buyers and suppliers. Let me redo that for everyone's reference. So networking is at the core of GlobalLinker, and joining FIEO GlobalLinker, you'll be able to network with other buyers and suppliers. I am currently showing you the networking page. Now you're here you can search by a particular name. You want to search, find buyers of rice, or you want buyers of footwear, etc. So you can search by the term, or you can search by the country as well, and then we can search by industry as well. So I'm just deselecting my country and city, which were selected by default. Now, if I'm, for example, looking for buyers or businesses in automotive sector, so that's where you can see there are more than 10,000 businesses. I can go and refine them by city as well. So that is how you can find different business owners, and it is very simply, all you have to do is to send them connection requests, and you'll be able to find other buyers and suppliers. Now coming back to the dashboard, and because networking is something that every business owner is extremely interested in. So I covered that part first. Now, when you are here, this is where you can see there are different posts which are done by different members. Sorry, my browser is acting up a little bit, but this is where you'll see different posts which are done by different members, and there are different business opportunities which also get posted by different members. So you can go there and you can review. So this is where you can see there are spice sellers, there are onion sellers, there are jewelry. So there are both type of opportunities which are available. So here you will see there are buying and selling opportunities which are available. So you can utilize them. You can comment on them, or you can add your own post as well. And then online store is something that we'll definitely be discussing in detail. And then you have these knowledge sections where you can go and you can review articles. These articles are contributed by industry experts and by our team as well. And one of the very well received section is SME inspiration stories, which you'll see. So this is where we constantly keep posting inspiring stories of other business owners, how they have overcome the challenges and how they have reached the place where they are today. In the resources section, we also have a news section, but I'll not be highlighting that for the benefit of time. Let's go to the other interesting feature that you can utilize here, which is the groups. So this is the groups feature. And here you can see there are different groups and you can join them as per your interest and as per your industry. So for example, there is this textile and apparel and leather group. So this is where, again, business owners from the same interest or same industry are here. You can go and you can network with them. Now, it is not necessary that you're from the textile industry, then you can only join textile group. You can join other groups. You can join a retail group and you can find retailers there. You can network with them. And those retailers are not only from India, they are global. So you'll be able to find retailers from different part of the world. You can network with them, you can connect with them, and nurture business connections with them, and then grow your business through it. Then you have the events section, which is here. And that's where you'll see the different events which are happening on the platform. Some of them are paid, free. You can join them as per your requirement. You can create your own event. So you're doing sort of a product launch or something, you can do that event on the GlobalLinker platform itself, and you'll be able to invite other members as well. And then you'll see offers. So this is where what we have done is we have reached out. So there are certain services which many businesses require almost on a daily basis. So we have gone to them and negotiated very good deals with them. So these are different services which are available, which you can utilize and make some savings there. So this is overall the FIEO GlobalLinker platform, and a networking opportunity where you can go and you can network, you can find new buyers and suppliers, make different business connections. Now, there are different ways in which you can connect. So first thing is you can write a post, you can comment on different people's posts, and then you can also look into the business opportunities that are getting posted. You can join groups. That's where you can do a post, or you can comment on other individuals' posts. You can also write an article. So if you want to contribute an article like other business owners did, you are most welcome to do that. You can also write an article, and that is also an area where you are sharing knowledge, and then in turn, a lot of people are connecting with you to collaborate or to do business with you. So this is very quickly the FIEO GlobalLinker platform. Now I'll switch the screen once again, and I'll take you back to the Indian Business Portal. Now, Indian Business Portal, as you have understood, is a platform. It is a trade hub for international buyers and Indian exporters. So this is where, as an Indian exporter, you can showcase your products. And I'm going to explain how can you showcase your products. What is the process that you have to follow? So here on the top, you'll see this option, which is register as an Indian exporter. So you can click on that, which will take you to another page. And this is the page which will open up. And here you'll find pieces of information. If you want to understand more how to join Indian Business Portals, that's where about Indian Business Portal. And then there are different frequently asked tutorial content, which is also available. And then there is a FAQ guide, which has details of the steps which are required to showcase your products on Indian Business Portal. All of that is covered on this page. So any question that you have, you can visit this page, review this page, and you'll find your answers. But how to join? So what do you have to do here? You have reached this page. Here you can click on create your catalog, which will take you to this page, and this is where you can enter your detail and you can start creating your store. For the benefit of time, I'll quickly show you. This is where we have embedded a tutorial video. So this video which you are seeing here on the top of the screen, this video has details of the entire setup.
Did you know that Indian e-commerce exports are expected to grow to 125?
Wrong video, my bad. I'll just show you. Here you will have the tutorial video. I'll just quickly play it. And I'll just quickly take you through the entire steps. For the benefit of time, I'll just keep taking you to each of the steps. So this is the first step, which we have already seen. Click on register as Indian exporter, which will take you to the next screen, which is here. Click on create your catalog, which will take you to the next screen. This is where if you have accounts on Google, Facebook, or LinkedIn, you can use the existing account to create your profile, or you can just simply enter your details, and then you can click on agree and continue. In the next screen, you'll have to do a OTP verification, of your mobile number. Then you have to enter your GST number. Then have to just review and verify your details, your location of your business. And after that, you have to specify or define the industry that you represent. So whether you're from footwear or garments or textile industry, and after that, your account creation part gets completed. So very simple 4-step process. After that, on the top, you'll see this overlay. Here you have to click on create e-commerce websites. You have to click on that, which will directly take you to the eStore creation process. Now here, firstly, you'll see this kind of an overlay, which has terms of use. This is the overlay. So just agree to the terms of use. After that, select any one of the theme. These are the 4 steps that you have to do. Any theme can be selected, and you need not worry if you have selected a theme and tomorrow when your store is ready, you are not liking it, you'll be able to change it very easily. So it is a very simple and easy process. Now, a related question, I'll just pause the video for a moment. A related question, and something that gets very frequently asked and something very logical as well. That is, how do I choose, or how do I decide which theme is suiting my product category? Because this is where you are seeing different products in categories. So does that mean that if I'm seeing a theme with furniture, does that mean that this theme is suitable for furniture product? First of all, that is not true. The images that you're seeing here on the screen, they are just for representation purpose. They are just for example purpose. So you don't have to think that I can use only this theme. You can use any of the theme. The second is, how do you decide which theme suits you? So for that, you have to complete the online store creation process, upload 4 or 5 products, and then open the product detail page, apply different themes, and see which theme is presenting your products in the most beautiful and the most appropriate manner. Just select that theme. Very simple. All right. So this is the first stage. You have to just select a design theme. And once you have selected, you'll enter the second stage. This is where you have to provide your business and contact information. So business name, and then you have to create a URL of your website. Now, this is where, again, a lot of members ask me this question that we have our own domain. Can we use that? Absolutely, you can use that. But while you're creating your online store, obviously, it will not be right to display your work in progress store to your audience, to international buyers. So that's where you'll use linker.store, but when your online store is ready, that's where you can take it live on your domain. So for example, your business name is Royal Exports and your domain is royalexports.in. So once your online store, which is royalexports.linker.store, is ready, you can point it onto the domain and you can take it live. It is a very simple 15 minutes exercise. And here, again, to simplify, where you're seeing the URL, that's where you have to just enter your business. You don't have to add .in or .com or anything. Just enter your business name. And it, by the way, it gets automatically populated. But if you want to make any changes to that, you can do that. Define your default currency. Now, with respect to default currency, also a lot of members ask me this question that we'll be getting customers from different part of the world. So how can we display currency in like different currencies, our products in different currencies? Sorry. So for that, you can decide what will be the default currency. So for example, you're choosing INR, then we have an auto currency switcher capability. You can utilize that feature and you can display your products in different currency. You can in fact add a margin or a factor to that as well. So those are available. Just sort of mentioning, add a small description about your business, upload your logo, upload your favicon, which is a small image which you see on the top of the browser. Social media logo. Now, social media logo is something that I'll strongly recommend that you upload. Social media logo is displayed when your website's link is getting shared over social platforms like WhatsApp, Viber, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So for example, I'm an international buyer. I come across your website and I want to share the products with my partner. So I just copied the URL and I texted it using WhatsApp. Now, if you haven't added the social media logo, that's where it will appear as a square blank. So that's why I recommended upload your social media logo. Then you have, and it can be the same logo. Some businesses that have kind of a landscape logo or a rectangular logo, their logo does not fit in. So for example, GlobalLinker's logo does not fit in. So we have a O circle, which represents networking. So we use that. In your case, if you also have that kind of a constraint where your logo, because the social media platform, they have a square grid of 200 pixel by 200 pixel. So a lot of rectangular logos don't fit into it, right? So that's why if your logo is not fitting it, just upload it and then share it with your friends and family and see how it is appearing. If it is not appearing, if the logo is getting cut or it is not getting displayed properly, just replace it, create a square one logo, and then you'll be able to use that. Stored number is the number which will be displayed on your e-commerce website. So if any international buyer is coming to your website, this is the number on which they'll be interacting with you. Then you have the admin phone number. So admin phone number is basically your number or one of your colleagues' number who will be overseeing the operations and management of this online store. So any update that is coming from a logistic operator or a payment operator, those kinds of update will go to that number. Email ID is again the email ID on which your international buyers, etc., will be interacting and connecting with you. Address, city, and then store type. That's where you can see accept orders and accept inquiry. The fundamental difference is if you're selecting accept orders, that's where your international buyers will be able to place an order. So they'll be able to buy your product. Now, it is not necessary that all the products that you have on your online store, but they are in that type. You can have a mix. So you can have certain products which are available for international buyers to buy, and then you have other products on which they have to send you an inquiry. The other option is accept inquiry. If you're selecting accept inquiry, then by default, all the products, each and every product which is there on your online store, they are in inquiry state. So that's where an international buyer has to send you an inquiry. Hey, we are interested to buy your products and this is the quantity that we are interested to buy. Please share your best code. So those kinds of inquiries you'll receive. So these are the two options which you can accept, which will complete your second stage. Then you'll navigate quickly to the third stage. This is extremely important stage. And this is where lot of time when we are creating websites or we are creating e-commerce websites, we get myopic and we get kind of tunnel visioned, and we focus a lot on the products. And the most important factor, the second most important factor, or in some cases, in cases of export, it will be the most important factor, that is trust. It gets sidelined. And this is the entire stage 3 in the online store creation journey, is around that aspect only, that international buyer has seen your product, they like your product, but if they don't find you trustworthy, if they don't find you credible, the probability of you getting an order from them or getting an inquiry from them are very low. So that's why providing all the required information so that you represent yourself as a trustworthy and a credible organization in front of international buyers. So that is the objective of this section, and please do add all the information which is required in this section. So firstly, you have to specify whether you're a FIEO member or not. Then you have to add a IEC code, and then click on verify. There is a API verification that will happen. In case you're facing an issue, then you can use don't have a IEC option. Then you have to select and then get the issue resolved, and then update the IC code. Underneath that, you have to specify your type of business, when was it established, business operations, whether you're a manufacturer, merchant, service provider. Now, you can be manufacturer and merchant at the same time, right? So you can be trading and manufacturing at the same time. So you can select both the options. So it is a multi-select field. Are you MSME? You can specify that the export turnover for past or last 3 years, you can combine, specify that countries that you have exported to, you can specify that. So all countries you would like to export to, you can specify that like this. And then how many employees do you have, license and certificate. So this is where, again, it is very important. Although in this field, in this page, you'll find this as an optional field. But once you are done creating your online store, because you may not have these handy while you're creating online store, but once you are done creating your store, please do add this information. Again, it will help build that credibility and trust in the eyes of international buyers. After that, you have to provide information about advantages. Why should one deal with you? What are the benefits? What are the USPs? That, and if you have done something innovative or something special is there with your products or services that you're offering, you should specify that. Lastly, you have to specify what kind of associations you are interested in. So whether you are interested in contract manufacturing or agency or joint venture or buying agent kind of relationship, you can specify that. And lastly, add a brief note for international buyers, specifying or explaining the kind of associations that you are interested in. And then you'll move to the fourth or the last stage in the screen. This is where you have to upload a product. Now, on the top, you'll see GI product, which is geographic indication product. These are the specialities, or these are the geographic specialities that we have in India. So, for example, Agra's Petha, or Nagpur's orange, or Kashmiri saffron, or Banarsi sari. So a lot of examples are there. So if you are dealing in a GI product, you have to select that GI field, and which will enable or show you two other drop-downs. So you have to select GI certificate category and subcategory and upload a GI certificate. And then you can select the categories and subcategories, which are here on the top. Now, categories and subcategories, as Prateek also mentioned, there are more than 4,500. So probability of you not finding a category or subcategory there in this list is very low, but still there can be a possibility that you may not be able to find a category or subcategories. In that case, you can use can't find my category, subcategory. Another point that I would want to highlight is a lot of members were finding it difficult to add HS codes. So we have made it a lot simple. So here you can see the moment you have selected category and a subcategory, the HS code gets automatically populated, and you also see a description of the HS code, although it is editable. So if you want to make any edit to it or changes to the HS code, you can do that, but it is getting automatically populated for your convenience. Right? Product name, you can add, then you have to add a selling price, or in case you want to receive inquiries, then you can specify the minimum inquiry quantity, add a description, add a product information, and then how much stock do you have, what is the minimum order quantity in case you are receiving orders, then whether you will be, sorry, I went on to the brand section, whether you are interested to accept orders, what is the fulfillment capacity. In case it is a branded item, you can add that. Labels and tags are promotional purposes, and then you have PDF and file. So in case you have a product brochure that you would want to share with international customer, international buyer, you can upload that as well. Then you can upload or add more information in case it is a technical product. So obviously you'll have more information to be shared with the customer. So you can add it in the long description section. In case you are uploading a product that has variants, you can specify the variants as well. Lastly, add SEO related information, that is meta, title, keyword, and description. And after that, upload the images. Once the images are uploaded, sorry, I'll just quickly show you from where do you do that. So here on the top, you'll see the image section. Click on any of the icon, and image manager will load up. So using the image manager, you'll be able to upload the images, and then you specify the sort order, like which should be the first image, which should be the second image. Like that, once you are done, click on save, and your store creation journey is almost completed. This is the last and optional step. So if you want, you can straight away click on save and publish, and you can conclude the online store creation journey. Otherwise, you can upload a banner, or you can customize the color scheme as well. So it is entirely optional. If you want to do that, you can do it while creating the store. But once you are done creating the store, please do add banners, etc. Otherwise, your website will look blank. So once you are done, just click on save and publish, and your online store creation journey will get completed. You'll see a congratulatory message. Now, this is how you are able to create an online store, but this is not the end of it. So this is where what I'll do is I'll again take you back to the other account that I was showing you, the demo account. So this is the account. Now, imagine that your online store is created. Now, that's not the end of your journey. You have to also upload, because while creating your online store, while creating your digital catalog, you just uploaded one product, but you'll have more than one product or service. In that case, you have to go to this catalog section, go to the product section, and this is where you can upload the product. You can upload them manually one by one. If you want, you can click on add products, or you can click on this down pointing arrow, and then you can go here, download this format, and you'll be able to upload products using an Excel file in bulk. Once your products are uploaded, now depending whether you want to accept orders from international buyers, in that case, you go and activate logistic and payment as well. So for that, you have to go to store settings, and then you go to payment, and that's where you'll see the different payment providers, and including PayPal. So you can activate them, and then for the couriers as well, you'll see the different courier operators. You can activate them. So once that is required for, if you are wanting to receive orders, if you're just wanting to receive inquiries, upload the products, add banners, etc. onto your website. So that's all you have to do. Once your online store is ready, so that's where it gets reviewed by our ops team. And if everything is in order, it gets mapped to Indian Business Portal, and your products and services starts showcasing or starts appearing in front of international buyers. So this is where I'll stop my screen sharing. It has been I have taken more than the allocated time limit, but I hope I was able to explain the process in detail.